All right, everyone, how about 3 quick cards and a bottom card with me? I don't know. Let's see what the universe wants to talk about. I don't know. Let's see. Let's cut the deck. I haven't even looked. I don't know what's at the bottom of this. I have no idea. I'm just cutting the deck. Do it kind of a theme type thing like I do for the monthly readings. The Knight of Wands. Okay, that's all. I don't get anything else. I mean, there are cards under it, duh. But then there's nothing else feedbacking off of it. It's just a Knight of Wands for a theme energy. Well, something's coming at you, or you're going after something. You might be tearing after something, or somebody's tearing after you. And I use that phrasing on purpose. I do. I don't know why yet. Let's see where we go. Right? When you're tearing after something, you try to get it. It's like you found the last chip packet, right? and you're starving. You know, you just tear into it. Half the chips fly everywhere. It's that kind of energy. Okay? Well, let's see where we go. Let's see where we're at. What do you want to tell these people, universe? Huh? Let's just do 3 cards and a bottom card with me. See where we're at. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. I mean, I don't know. Right? I'm just pulling this one out of my ass. I just here. I said, "Wow, the computer's on. Let's do a reading." It's timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. It could be near future influence for you. Whoa, I'm knocking stuff everywhere here. You see the deck split here? You see this? So this is a King of Pentacles, and it's red with where the deck splits. So we're going to take it. A Knight of Pentacles. I think somebody who, well, this can go either way. I'm just going to tell you that. This could be you. This could be somebody attached to you. I'm going to call it somebody, but if you need to flip it, flip it. Somebody who's been content with the status quo is now not. Take it as it resonates, like the kids like to say out here. I don't, you know, this could play out 1,000 different ways. Maybe somebody said, we can't be together, I'm married to so-and-so, and we're happy, right? We're happy. People who feel the need to tell you they're happy usually aren't that happy. I'm going to tell you right now. I tell people I'm married all the time. I very rarely, if ever, say, and we're happy. I don't add that in, right? It's the things people add in that they don't have to, that tell you a lot more than when the words coming out of their fucking mouth that they think they're telling you. So it could be that. Or for you, maybe you're not content with the status quo anymore. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's find out. On the flip. There's those who will have to remember the Knight of Pentacles. It was there, okay? But right now, I think you're feeling special, or somebody thinks you're special. That's an 8-point buck with rainbow antlers. That's pretty special. Find another one, right? All right, here we go. All right, here we go. 3 cards. 7 of Wands. Yeah, it's what I said. Backing up what I said. I'll tell you why in a minute. Center card. 10 of Cups. This is that split 10 again, right? It's 10 cups, but it's split. There's a line down the middle. 5 cups and 5 cups. So it's like I threw 2 5 of cups out of the deck. 1 reversed and 1 upright. Well, that's good, because if that was dreamy land and hazy energy, it would just mean somebody's dreaming about it, or you're dreaming about it. You got time for that. This is the energy from right now. I mean, go ahead and dream by all means. But I will tell you, the energy of right now is very much ain't got time for no jibber jabber. It is very much put it in gear and let's get it done. You know, it is that. Okay. What's red with 7 Wands? 4 Pentacles. This is interesting. This is like, this happens sometimes where these are like 2 separate readings. It's really weird. So yeah. Okay. So all of a sudden, something that didn't make you, if it's you, something that didn't make you happy before, right? Or you thought it would suck and then you regretted not doing it, and now you feel like you're going to try again. That would be if it's you. If it's somebody attached to you, somebody didn't think you mattered. Somebody didn't think much of it. Somebody thought they'd just throw you away. You know, and that can play out on varying levels too. It doesn't have to be all dramatic and stuff where, you know, you were down and out and all that kind of. It can't. A friend telling you they don't want to hang out anymore, or who just vanishes and ghosts you, is throwing you out, right? It's the same thing. It's just a lighter frequency. That's all. Somebody now definitely, I don't want to say sees your value, but wants it. Okay, I'm just going to put it that way. These are what's interesting. We're going to clarify with the witches. These are read together. The 7 of Wands is someone who has kept their distance for a while because they've been afraid to do this. They've been afraid, right? I don't know. They're not afraid anymore. All right? Time makes you bolder. That's very true here, right? Someone's been afraid, possibly landslide matters here. That's landslide, right? Fleetwood Mac kind of a thing. You know, I've been afraid of changing because I built my life around you. Time makes you bolder, right? Even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Blah blah blah. But you don't have to take the lyrics literally, but it is popping in my head. It's more my parents' music than mine, but I listened to it growing up. You know, I hear it. I hear it. Flying out of the deck, yeah. Four cups. It's going to land right there. So what I mean to say is, this is maybe if this is you, this is something that you weren't brave enough before to make an attempt at. Well, an opportunity is about to come up for you to make an attempt at it, right? Also, I will say, if this is you, which it is, I'm bringing it up enough that it's for a good enough percentage of you. If you feel like, just listen to the words I'm saying. You don't have to apply it if it doesn't apply. But if you feel like, or been feeling like lately, or do in the near future, that someone's trying to tell you something, that the universe is trying to tell you something, it is. Okay, I'm just going to tell you straight out, it is. I've seen this energy before. If the universe was a person, right? I call it a fickle old gal, but it's just energy. But if it was a person and it could talk, and it was talking about you, and I asked him about it, and the universe would say, yeah, we shot them with arrows and they still didn't get it, right? There's a little bit of frustration within the energy because you're inclined to, gee, I wonder if somebody's trying to tell me something, yet the signs are so obvious. Be careful about that. You are being clued into something, all right? Someone else is too. Here, why'd that fly out of my deck? 4 cups. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. Yeah. Again, something somebody didn't want to do. Hell no, when hell freezes over, they only said that because they were afraid. Okay? Now they're ready to do. I think they've seen a sign. Have they seen? Yeah, justice. Have they seen a sign or something? I think they have. I just think sometimes, you know, we always say the energy has to be right for something to happen. So, and we'll find out what this is about here. But and when we pull here, of course, we'll find out. But sometimes you just accidentally, the energy around you just becomes so balanced that you feel brave. We've all had those days where we feel braver than other days, right? This is just one of those energies, but it is super brave. It makes somebody feel powerful, like a judge powerful, right? I mean, right on. Okay. Before I pull on the 4 of Pentacles, I'm going to pull on the 10 of Cups. All right, so let's go. Randomly at the bottom, by the way, before I start shuffling, is a Page of Cups. I do, you know. So for most of you, this is about love. This is about an approach of a person. Oh, it is Steve's Love Tarot. I'm not saying it's not career. I'm just saying for the majority of you, this is something very emotional. This is something, somebody's wakey a little bit. And that's been coming up in the readings. It's been coming up in the readings. I think this is more tertiary than your runner, though. I don't feel like this is the Empress and Emperor connection that comes up in the big reads. I feel like this is, because I've said to you, there's a lot of things that are going to be happening. The Emperor and the Empress energy that's been coming up is just the big, you know, the big show, the main event. But there's a lot of little things that'll be happening. You know, like I said, the energy weather update, it's, you know, things are going to escalate quickly, not just with powerful soulmates, but with just random people at the damn store or the gas station. You know, things will escalate quickly. So, that being said, this is one of those energies, although you do have a soul connection with this, whatever it is, okay? So, for some of you, this is you approaching somebody, you know? Maybe you wanted to be friends with somebody and you just cast them off as nothing. Now you see them in a new light. It's possible. It happens all the time. And if you're truly high vibration, you're not afraid to admit you were wrong or made a bad decision, and you'll turn around and go the other way. You'll go right towards them, right? It's only low vibrational people that keep making mistakes over and over again, sticking their hand in the meat grinder, falling over cliffs with the bus, you know, because they can't possibly have made a mistake. I can't possibly have made a mistake. Okay. Right. Aren't you the fucking king or queen of the world? Right. All right, here we go. The 10 of Cups is now crossed, as we clarify, with taking that King of Pentacles with it. It's now crossed by the Fool. This was risky for you, or you were risky for this person. I think this person I think for some of you, this person was in a relationship with somebody else and now they're not. And that's come up in a recent reading somewhere, didn't it? I don't know. I think it's getting closer and closer. For some of you, that's the case here. I don't know. What's on top? Yeah, what did I say? Rewind. Why am I your second favorite? That's the Hierophant. That's all about marriage and shit. Right? I said that. I felt that. I felt like there's a marriage here or a relationship. Now, it might be you. It could be you saying, you know what, I want something else. I deserve better. If it's you, and you're saying to yourself, and the signs are showing you that you deserve better, then you do make your own decisions. You do what you need to do. I guarantee you the signs will be telling you that you're right. You do deserve better. Right? This is an 8-point buck with rainbow antlers. There's only one of these. Find another one, motherfucker. Right? I watch that show sometimes. It's in the UK, Bargain Hunt or Antiques Road Trip and stuff like that. And they're like bargaining for stuff. They're trying to, the guy wants 90 pounds for it. They try to get it down to 40. And some of these things are just junk. They should have been thrown away years ago. But some of these things are like, find another one, would be my response. You want it for 40? Okay, go find another one then. Maybe some other shithead will sell it to you for 40 pounds. You know. I get it. It's a TV show. The shows are trying to, the shop owners are trying to make their shop look good. You know, if a regular Joe or Jane, some bloke goes in there, right? They're not going to make any deals like they do with, the Bargain Hunt presenter. But at the end of the day here, this is a find another one energy. You're very unique. It's one of those things where I would, okay. Why is this here? Yeah, the star. Somebody wants something new long term. It's either you or somebody attached to you. I feel like there's a relationship or a marriage here. What's the bridging energy? Yeah, it fell apart. Somebody wants, what did I just say? Somebody wants something brand new. Wasn't that the words that just came out of my mouth? Wasn't that what this means? We're tearing down something old. This is some ratty old fucking relationship, some bullshit. It's been terrible for a while. We've been in separate rooms. We don't even see each other. Hell, separate apartments. We don't even see each other. It's crap. Somebody wants something better. Somebody wants something solid. The Hierophant, the high priest, wants to find their high priestess. And I think they're eyeing you. And you were a risky option while they were still in something. Now, they don't have to be married or in a relationship. Could just be a state of mind, a state of being that they were in. Some people are married to themselves. They love to be single, Sometimes they do. And for some people it works, but for most of the ones I've known, they've either ended up caving and getting married or end up very lonely, living very weird lives. Like at walking up to the grocery store counter at like 2 a.m. with TV Guide and some Malamars or something. I mean, it's really, and some vodka. It's really lonely. It can be if they're low vibration and they refuse to admit that maybe it'd be nice to find a high priestess, right? Kind of a thing. I like this energy. So why were you a risk? Okay, let's assume it's an incoming energy. All right. If this is you, you know why what I'm talking about was a risk, right? But I think if this is you, either it's a job or a relationship or something where you just realize about yourself in general that you deserve better in some facet of your life, small or big. It's going to vary for all of you. I mean, for others of you, it might be so small, it's about changing dish soap, dishwasher liquid, kind of a thing like that. Say dish soap. Dish soap. Say that. Wow, Jesus, I had a hell of a time with that. It's about changing that. Maybe you feel like you deserve better than Palmolive. I have no idea. You're using the Palmolive, you're like, you know what? I'm going to go Ajax. I deserve better. I'm an 8-point buck with rainbow. I mean, I don't know. I'm just picking brands. I don't know. I prefer Ajax over Palmolive. I think Palmolive smells too. Just my opinion. I think it does a whole lot more to make my hands smell like Palmolive than it does clean the dishes. But hey, that's just my opinion, right? I can say that. I'm entitled to it. I think Ajax is way better. But wherever you are in your life, you think you deserve better, right? Somebody thinks they deserve better for once. Why were you a risk? All right, let's go. Dish soap. That is hard to say. For me, I don't know why. I have no idea why. Okay. I could change, well, I could do a voice or something and change. Maybe it's hard to say in my accent. Maybe I just, this soup. No, it's still hard to say even with changing accent. It's just, no. Okay. No, it's just tough to say. All right. Let's go. 4 of Pentacles. Well, you have to distract yourself while you're shuffling, and I think I did a pretty good job. Now I got everybody checking out Ajax. I mean, I'm telling you. 4 of, just my opinion. I'm entitled. Can have an opinion. All right. You just have to say it's an opinion. Right. I'm not. There you go. Okay. 4 of Pentacles. Crossed by the Fool. Yeah, you were a leap of faith, a risk. I mean, we had the Fool crossing over here. It's the same thing. Somebody was afraid of you. Or you were afraid of this. A lot of times we're afraid to tear down old structures and build a new one. Okay? A lot of times we are. We all, it's human nature to love the devil we know. Right? Stay nice and safe with the devil we know. It's hard. This could be a moving arrangement for you. Right? Or maybe you've been using Palmolive for a long time. You know, since childhood when Madge on TV was advertising it, sticking people's hands in it and shit. And you're like, you got brainwashed by the early advertising. I don't know. But now, you know, you're willing to look at some other options. Someone else is too towards you. I think this is very love related. I don't think it has anything to do with your dish soap. Okay, what's on top? 5 swords. Why is that here? Page of Wands. And what's the bridging energy? The Page of Pentacles. Somebody learned, it's what I was going to say before I threw the student. Somebody learned that they were being childish. Okay? Maybe you did too. Well, it is a little childish. It is a little childish to stay in something, to live there when it's falling down all around you. Okay? It is. I mean, I'm all for, hey, look, I'm a guy who sticks with shit. I've been driving the same car for a quarter of a century. I stick with shit. I fix stuff. I do whatever. We don't move very often. I mean, all that kind of stuff. But sometimes it's just done. Okay? Sometimes it's like, okay, there's no fixing that. Right? You know, I mean, it is what it is. Somebody's learned that they were childish about you, or that learned the depth of their emotional immaturity towards you. Or, on the flip, you learned it about something else. I don't know what this is for you if it's you. I think the majority of you, this is an incoming energy. Somebody else is leaving somebody. But if you've been, I will tell you this, it doesn't have to be a marriage or relationship. But if you've been waiting for somebody to pull their head out of their ass and leave some horrible asshole and come toward you, or at least leave some horrible asshole so that you can then ask them out. Because you'll have the bravery to do that here. Whereas normally you might be like, Steve, I'm not somebody who asks somebody out. Well, you would have the bravery here, right? So that being said, it can also be somebody that you like, you know, you got a little crush on them, but they're married. And you're like, you don't even like who they're married to, but hey, maybe someday they'll leave that person. Well, your someday is showing up, okay? And I suggest you ask them out. You don't want to be somebody's rebound person, though. Be careful about that if you really like this person, right? You might want to start out as friend. It's just a tip. The rebound person never lasts very long. I tell you, they never, they got a lot of bad memory. They got a bad taste attached to them. But at the end of the day here, an opportunity is coming, okay, if this is you. On the flip side, yeah, I think either way, somebody realizes that you might be a risk, but they're being a big baby, you know. Sometimes in life you got to take risks. Let's see where we go. 1 card, the crossing card. What else you want to tell my people? Take it for what it's worth, right? If you think this reading is about, why, watch this guy on YouTube, and it was all about dish soap or something. This may not be the channel for you. Okay, if that's what you're leaving with, you're not smelling what I'm cooking. You're not catching my drift. We're not on the same wavelength. All right, it's probably not about dish soap. All right, but it's a good example. It can be that small for 1 or 2 people watching. So don't discount the reading if all of a sudden you decide Palmolive is not for you. It can be that. It's the same energy. The same frequency of energy can play out 1,000 different ways. It all depends on your life, your specific surrounding energies, your timeline. That's what makes pulling readings for thousands of people so fucking difficult. You know, everybody assumes that, oh, for me it's the big deal. For me it's the huge thing. Not necessarily. For you it might be fucking dish soap or toilet paper. Okay, it could be. I deserve better than to have my ass scratched every goddamn day. You know, you do. You do. Go get yourself some soft shit. Okay, I don't know. One card, the crossing card. But for most of you, this is a love relationship. This is a big deal. All right, this is a love relationship. It's Steve's Love Tarot. All right, not Steve's Kitchen Supply Tarot. All right, here we go. All right. Oh shit. Is my whole deck upside? Oh, okay. My whole deck. Yeah. I had the deck upside down, so I'm going to go with the Seven of Swords reversed at the bottom, and at the top, I'm going to go with the Six of Swords. All right. This ties in with what I was saying about you missing some signs. I'm going to pull another card here. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. Again, there's a Knight of Cups right there. Yeah. Believe the signs that the universe is giving you. It's a message that, look, it's a final message to you. It's separate from the reading, but it's sort of tied to it by default with the Knight of Cups coming out. It's messages that are coming in when you're not paying attention. It comes straight in. It makes sense to you instantly. But your logic might shut it down. So try to shut that down. Try to shut down any kind of skepticism in this energy, and take a look and see what the signs are telling you. See what flows in. Don't try to find it. Just see what flows in. Okay. Also, for some of you here, you got a very honest person coming towards you. A very effortless date can be had here. Okay, for some of you. That's very nice. I like that. That's your reading. Hope it was helpful. Good luck.